Hey guys, Christina here, and today I have a look for you at the books we read in our homeschool for February of 2019. Can you believe it's March already? This year seems to be going by so fast. So I'm going to start with the read alouds. If you're new here, our children are 2, 5, 8, 9, and 11. And so that's the toddler plus kindergarten, grade 3, grade 4, and grade 6. So read alouds we do all together. So the first one we did was this one. This is Leland, Lad of Courage by Carolyn Treffinger, I think it is. And these books go along with our Story of the World that we're doing. It's a really short read with some pictures here too, some illustrations. This was a good book. It had some good moral to it, some good, just a good story, a good short story. Very different than how kids live today. Very different, but it was a good read and it was short. The next one we read was this one, A Grain of Rice by Helena Claire Pittman. This one was literally a one-day read. It's so short. But again, this is a really good story. Very good book on being smart, being intelligent, and on math. It's actually a really good story for that. And so we read that one. Then we read The Trumpeter of Krakow by Eric P. Kelly. Now, I was really excited to read this one because a lot of the books that we read with our Story of the World and with history take place in like England, a lot of them in England, a few kind of Japan, China. So I thought, oh, we're gonna read something about Poland. That's gonna be awesome. And I don't know, I found this book kind of, I don't know. My kids said it was okay. My daughter, for some reason, my 5-year-old, she really liked it. It kind of took a different path into more kind of magic, but maybe that was just the time what it was like. So I don't know. It was definitely a longer read though. It's like, yeah, 200 and some odd pages, small writing. So it was okay. I'm glad we read it. I'm not sure if I would add it in again in the future. If you've read it, let me know what you think, if you liked it. It's kind of interesting book. And then currently we're just reading this one, The Door in the Wall by Marguerite de Angeli. We're almost, well, just over halfway through, but we'll probably finish it in a few days. It has some pictures here. So far it's a really good story. Just a nice story, good morals, that type of thing. So those are the read alouds for the month. And then we also listen on audiobooks, or 2 audiobooks, and we listened to The Merry Adventures of Robin Hood. And I shared in our last video that we were meant to read it, but because I've been sick, I decided to listen to it instead. And I'm so glad we did. It was a really good book, and the narrator was fantastic. We really, really enjoyed that book. And then we listened to, Book Scavenger, and it's by Jennifer Chambliss Burtman. I'll insert a picture. This was a really good book. If your kids are into like puzzles or treasure hunting, you'd enjoy this one. And my kids really did like it. It kind of spurred some cipher and a whole afternoon and more of the kids making ciphers and trying to figure them out. And they've been getting books from the library on codes. Really cool. And they have a website too, if you're interested, where you can actually hide a book and give a clue and other people can find it and vice versa, all over the world. So check that out. I think it's, what is it called? I think it's just bookscavenger.com. I'll try and leave it in the section down below, the link to it for you. So we listened to that one, and we just finished that one, I want to say 2 days ago, and we actually don't have another Audible credit for a little while, so we're not listening to one right now. I might try and get an audiobook from our library in the time, but currently no audiobooks. So then my oldest, so he read The Crimes of Grindelwald, which he's already read once, and he read Peter Nimble, which he's already read once, but both really good books. He likes those. And Peter Nimble we listened to in the summer. It was a really good story. And then I had him read this book here, A Wicked History of Genghis Khan, and it's got pictures in it. It's quite short. Just a good overview and scholastic one. Good for that kind of age range. And then I had him read this book too, and it was really short. About the Black Death. Just things to go along with our Story of the World. Really quick, simple read for him. And then, next son, so my 9-year-old. He read Peter Nimble as well, and he also read these same 2 books. He's read those. And then my 8-year-old, he's currently reading James and the Giant Peach. He's about halfway through that one. This is the one that we have, a copy. And then I had him read You Wouldn't Want to Be Joan of Arc and Who Was Genghis Khan? And then he also, this is a really cool book if you're doing medieval time for kids who like Lego. He read a little bit in here. I might use this a bit more as we continue to go through the Middle Ages. It's a really neat book. So that's what he did. And they all read tons of other books, but they're mostly shorter books and sometimes comic books and Pokemon books. So then my 5-year-old. So she's still been working on these books here that come with her language arts. This is the kindergarten one. She takes books out like this from the library every week, you know, these kind of books to read a little bit. And then I actually scored at a local thrift store and I found all of the Bob kindergarten and grade 1. So there's 20 books here for $1. $1. Maybe I need to repeat that. Are you on the floor shocked as I was? $1 for all these books. So working on these as well. These are great, really, really simple reads. How cool is that? Which is awesome. Okay, then myself. So I had been reading What Alice Forgot by Leanne something Moriarty. I finished it. It was really good. I did enjoy it. The ending was a little surprising, but not surprising. I really enjoyed that book. I'm still working on the 5 love languages of children. I am just over halfway through. It's just taking me a while, but I'm getting there. And then I picked up a book, When Things Fall Apart by Pema Chandran. Unfortunately, I had to take it back to the library because other people were wanting it. So I only got about 2 chapters in, but I'm hoping to get that out again because I did enjoy it. And then I've been reading this book right now. This is Left Neglect by Lisa Genova. It's a pretty good book. It's a thicker one. How far am I? About 2/3 of the way through. And so far I'm really enjoying it. It's a good book. It's about a woman who gets in a traffic accident and has brain injury. And she has a condition called left neglect, where basically her brain does not register that there's a left side to things, including her own body. So very interesting, and kind of the challenges that she faced and the changes she has to go through. So I'm enjoying that book. So I think that's everything for February. Hopefully I've gotten everything here. So I'd love to hear, what are you reading right now? I love hearing suggestions and what other people are liking. So please leave in the comment section down below what you guys are currently reading or listening to. And if you have any questions for me, you can leave them down there below. And let me know if you've read any of these same books, what you've thought of them. Otherwise, I hope though you're having a great day. Take care.